Nestled into the rolling parkland landscape of the stunning Niagara Escarpment, Chedoke Civic Golf Course is home to two wonderful 18-hole public golf courses. Chedoke is ideally located just 5 minutes from downtown Hamilton and easily accessible off Highway 403 at Aberdeen Avenue. Amazingly, golf has been played here since 1896. First as the Hamilton Golf Club and then later renamed Chedoke Civic Golf Club in 1924 when the city of Hamilton purchased the land from the Hamilton Golf and Country Club after it moved up the mountain to Ancaster. From humble beginnings, the courses have evolved over time. The Martin Course, named after Chedoke's first club president George Martin, started out as a 9-hole layout back in the day. While the Bedeau Course, named after Chedoke's second club president, Harold Bedeau, fully opened in 1951, making Chedoke Civic GC Canada's first 36-hole municipal golf facility. Its legendary Canadian golf course architect Stanley Thompson, whose brother Nicole was the head professional at Hamilton GC as early as 1899 and lived a few blocks from Chedoke, who has ties to both courses. Newspaper and club records indicate that Stanley and Nicole started working here and there on the Martin Course in the early 1920s, right up to and including the time Stanley designed the 18-hole Bedeau Course in 1948. Today, award-winning architect Graham Cook, who is based out of Montreal, oversees changes to all 3 city-run courses as part of a long-range plan for the facilities. Another major draw for Chedoke over the years has been its extremely reasonable prices. It was George Martin's vision to create a golf club where the working man could afford to play golf, and that's exactly what lives on in his memory today. History. One of Canada's oldest municipal golf courses, Chedoke Civic Golf Club, is celebrating a historic milestone in 2014. Nestled into the rolling parkland landscape of the stunning Niagara Escarpment, Chedoke Civic Golf Club dates back to 1896 when members of Hamilton Golf Club first started to play the game in the city with hickory clubs and rubber-wound golf balls. It was 90 years ago that Hamilton City Councillors finally agreed to purchase the original Aberdeen Road golf course lands from Hamilton Golf and Country Club in a move designed to open golf up to the working man in a city that was quickly growing and modernizing. From about 1915 to 1919, the club was used for military training and aviation purposes of the 120th City of Hamilton Battalion, Canadian Expeditionary Force. Hamilton Golf and Country Club abandoned the site in 1916 when it moved to a new Harry S. Colt-designed layout in Ancaster. It was around this time that George C. Martin first suggested the city of Hamilton buy the Aberdeen Avenue Golf Course to turn it into a municipal facility. But the war put that plan on hold. In 1921, Martin again proposed that the city buy the golf course from the Hamilton G&CC. The city balked at the idea, and Martin and a group of others took out a 1-year lease on the land with an option to purchase it if the club proved viable. It was very successful, and on December 26, 1923, after months of negotiations, the land was purchased by the city of Hamilton for $90,000. The club opened with 750 members in 1924. Martin, 1866 to 1950, was the first president of the Chedoke Civic Golf Course, 1924 to 1943. It was his vision to create a golf club for the working man, and it is his name which is on the original course. Chedoke Civic Golf Club has been a great spot for golfers young and old to learn and play the game of golf for many decades, says Hamilton City Councillor Brian McHattie. Our community is fortunate to have an affordable golf option where people can enjoy this wonderful pastime with friends and family members. It goes without saying that both courses at Chedoke also beautify Southwest Hamilton. It truly is a green gem in our neighborhood. In 1928, Chedoke Civic Golf Course purchased 26 additional acres west of the old course. Canadian golf course architect Stanley Thompson and brother Nicole, who lived a couple of blocks from the course on Homewood Avenue, drew up a plan for 4 holes on the new property. A new hole at the base of the Niagara Escarpment, the widening of several holes 18 new clay tees and the grading of a new road from Aberdeen Avenue to the clubhouse. This work was done in 1929 under the supervision of Nicole Thompson and Superintendent Alf Sims. As time and funds allowed, both Thompsons continued to upgrade and make changes to the course. What we know today as numbers 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17 and 18 would be Thompson holes. Chedoke's second 18-hole layout, the Beddoe course, is named in memory of Harold Stewart Beddoe, 1891–1969, who succeeded George Martin as president from 1944 to 1953. Work on the Stanley Thompson-designed Beddoe course started in 1948. It opened for play in May 1950 using some temporary greens with 900-plus members at Chedoke. At the time, it was the only 36-hole municipal facility in Canada. By the spring of 1951, the entire course was in play and a new clubhouse opened. The Beddoe course was significantly altered in 1961 to 1962 from PAR 71 to 69 when a 300-foot corridor bisected the parkland layout to create Highway 403. Architect K.M. Broman and greenkeeper Maurice Ducharme redesigned all but 7 holes on the course at a cost of $124,000 with holes 11 to 17 essentially new. Today, architect Graham Cook, who is based out of Montreal, oversees changes to all 3 city-run courses as part of a long-range plan for the facilities. Golfers playing Chedoke will notice a walking/bike path that crosses through the parking lot behind the clubhouse. That path was originally the rail line for the Brantford and Hamilton Electric Railway, B&H, which operated a radial streetcar from Hamilton to Ancaster from 1908 to 1931. In January 1964, Mayor Vic Copps opened a winter sports park at Chedoke with a 900-foot lift and a 1900-foot ski slope. Chedoke was always a perfect learning hill. But when it opened, it also boasted the 3rd steepest vertical drop of any hill in Ontario. It remained until 2003 when the money-losing operation closed and the lift was taken down in 2009.